right about now.
Cool. Are we live?
Yep, we are live.
Sweet.
And
sorry about that, guys. You haven't missed much other than Clawz just hitting absolutely everything. 7-0 right now.
Jesus Christ. Well, we haven't missed too much then. There we go. We missed 2 minutes of play, but we're back. Sorry about that, guys. And Clawz already ready for this red armor. He's not looking too bad with this kind of stack, but can he make his way over to Mega fast enough? Agent is there. Very nice LG from Agent. But
oh
two
God,
rails for Clawz.
Yeah. His rail this game has been so good.
I mean, this is a scary thing about Clawz. When he's on a good day, he keeps landing shots like that. And again, those small angles, he's just pre-shooting every one of them.
65% rail for Clawz right now, and he's fired, what, 28 shots? 26 shots.
Oh man, that is quite
that's
sick.
really nice, yeah.
The 50 bubble should not be out for... Oh, actually, it is out for Clawz. Look at that, able to get it. And he's just playing defensive right now. Agent needs to go for a frag, and he lands a rail. And Clawz is railable for once. Those 5 bubbles will take him over the threshold before the rocket.
Yeah, Clawz really trying to keep himself alive, but Agent's able to find that rail. And
Agent
finally
getting this red armor as well. This is the chance for Agent's comeback right now.
Oh my God, Clawz keeps hitting these rails. He's able to miss the second one, but he lands another one. Can he find a close range one here?
And Agent has 50 health. He was on 200 when he started pushing. And that kind of defensive play makes it so hard for Agent to try and make these frags happen.
Yeah.
But fortunately for Agent, he is able to recover. The mega health is gonna do wonders. And the last rail there. Beautiful shot.
Oh, decent spawn for Clawz. He's able to pick up that railgun very quickly. He's gonna... No, he wasn't
what
gonna
Agent
go through the
did,
bottom there.
instead of going for damage straight away, he just used that in order to go for the red. Make sure he stacks up and catches Clawz off guard here on the bottom yellow.
Yeah. Clawz had his back turned there. Very lucky to miss that second rail as well.
And
Agent coming out from Cooler.
Agent is not actually doing too bad with this comeback game. I mean, he's dealing damage quite fast, but he needs to make the frags happen a bit faster and preferably more secure. He doesn't want to lose too much of that stack while doing it. And Clawz keeps landing these annoying little rails. Agent spotting Clawz there at the teleporter, and he should have heard that, yeah, he knows Clawz went through, and if Agent is not fast enough, he might lose out on this red, and Clawz going for it, but he's not getting it. That is such an unfortunate thing for Clawz. Agent getting both the major items.
Just denying that red in front of Clawz's face. That's
man.
Heartbreaking. Agent on a little bit of a comeback here, though.
Yeah, 4 frags, 2 minutes is definitely doable.
Yeah.
Agent doing a
And
small
Clawz
fake
hold
rocket
out.
jump there.
Clawz is out of control, and Agent on 200, so...
And when you let the Agent get
careful.
this kind of control, that's when it gets scary.
Yeah, you know how hard Agent's control is to break. I mean, that's pretty much his strong point. Agent's timing is one of the best.
The world. Mega for Agent, now he's on 200, and what Agent likes to do is find this opportunity when he can catch enemies off
that
guard.
damage from Clawz, though.
That was just, that is the exact opposite of what Agent wanted. He wanted to catch Clawz off guard, but instead, Agent just went in a trap.
Yeah, Clawz used the last little bit of his stack to get himself onto that yellow armor. He was very low after that as well.
What a rail there by Agent.
Yeah, he's keeping up with the damage himself, actually.
Yeah,
really
but 1 minute and 4 minutes, it is looking harder and harder.
That from Clawz really kind of slowed Agent down. But nice rail from Agent. 3 frags, 1 minute, definitely doable. He's found Clawz again. I like these little moves from Clawz here. Trying desperately to avoid any sort of damage.
Yeah,
from
right now
Agent.
he's just trying to waste time as much as possible.
Yeah,
I mean, 3
last
frags, 30 seconds. It shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it's difficult. He's gonna have to find at least 1 frag in a conversion, maybe another. He does find Clawz here. Clawz, nice rocket there, and it's gonna be 20 seconds. Is Agent gonna be able to find the spawn? The red is up for
He's
him.
getting the red, so...
Clawz actually at bottom yellow right now. Here comes
Agent
Agent,
coming
was able
through.
to pick up that. Ooh, Clawz should be going down here, and Agent might be able
5
to find the
seconds.
spawn.
It is. Oh no, Clawz delayed.
Oh, he finds it! Oh my god. Oh my
That
god.
was a close one. That was a close one. But well played, Clawz.
If Clawz hadn't delayed that, Agent would have.
Yeah,
the right
of course
spawn.
it's
I
gonna
can't
be
believe
late
that.
though. There's just no chance anything else was gonna happen. But
man.
yeah, that was closer than it should have been.
Very, very close in the end. Nice little comeback from Agent, but yeah, beautiful play from Clawz, and just the rails he hit early on in that game. Now Balcon,
Alright.
2 minutes.
Next map is gonna be pick from Agent, and I can't remember what that's gonna be. Do you remember?
Battleforged. It's going to be Battleforged,
All right, cool.
and I don't think they've dropped or picked.
They didn't do the further ones.
maps.
There we go. I just gotta update the overlays. After that, a small bit of crashing, and
Cool.
I think we should be done now. There we go. No problem.
Jim Slim and Tea Time Coder blowing some minds there.
You won't, mate. Yeah, I just opened the chat again and seeing that. Well, oh, you're a multiverse. Yeah. Battleforge. When is the last time we saw Clawz play Battleforge? I'm thinking. I don't think he plays this
Probably
map
been
too
a
much.
while, yeah. I don't think
But
he plays it
Agent,
too much.
it's kind of feels more like an Agent map.
Yeah, it is more of an Agent map.
I don't really know what to say here. I mean, Agent picked it, so I'm gonna favor him. But could it go either way, I guess?
Yeah, I think I probably would have favored Agent anyway. He's pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, we know you're such an Agent fanboy.
Balcon. Do the Balcon.
Got that. What's the balcon here? There's a lot of places that you could call the balcon.
There are a
Maybe
lot
it's
of
the railgun
balcons.
area.
Yeah, that's a bit of a Balcon.
I don't know. It's like on the inside though, since there's the window. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Hey,
Let's-
look who's in the chat. Welcome, Enjoyka.
Oh yeah.
This is a name I haven't seen in a while.
Yep. We are getting started with the second map. Agent versus Clawz. We are on Agent's point of view, who drops down straight for that mega health. Has the rockets, which is always the most important weapon to start with. And getting a mega, getting yellow, not taking extra damage, that is a good start. And Agent
Yep.
even going for the green and the railgun.
Clawz, I think, wants some of these weapons himself here. He's got that LG though. and
Very
already
nice
doing
push
a
there.
lot of damage.
But the last rail from Agent kind of
Yeah.
equalized the fight.
Agent with a brilliant double back there. Actually looking for a rail to spawn as well. That was almost a double whammy there for Agent. And Agent's reading Clawz very well here, using his sound well. Knew that Clawz was over at the balcon, so to speak.
Goddamn balcon. Alright. Agent just playing silent, trying to spot Clawz. Misses that important rail there. And I don't think Clawz is gonna push his face around the red armor. Don't think that would make any sense. And Agent bumping into Clawz on the 50 bubble. Messy
Both
fight
players a
here.
little bit hesitant there with the weapon switches, but it is going to be Agent getting the frag. Good damage though from Clawz.
Yeah, well played by Agent getting the frag in the end. Like he should have got it. And Clawz getting the mega health. And Agent is not looking too healthy right now, but fortunately for Agent, he knows Clawz does not have the railgun. So that's why he's playing so open with those angles. Just waiting there. And he still knows that Clawz does not have it. But Agent is not landing those shots. He's such a huge missed opportunity there.
He landed that shot though, direct rocket from Agent, and Clawz a little under starting stack right now.
All the items spawning at the same time, which is gonna be the most interesting thing here. Agent going for that red armor, Clawz getting the mega, and I think Clawz should be able to go for the yellow as well, and that's exactly what happened.
Yep. Clawz actually a nice little recovery from him. Agent doesn't have much health to play with, the 46-100. Clawz is already setting up for this red armor here. Here comes Agent. Clawz needs to defend this, and he does indeed. Clawz on 150, 150 right now, and this is a good opportunity for him to come back into this game.
Agent hearing the mega health pick up, missing the rail, going for the drop down. Would have been a very nice move if he was able to land it, but he's on his second one at the yellow there.
Oh, but these rails from Agent though.
Yeah, he's actually doing a very good job with it
right
now.
What a perfect push as well. Agent knew he hit those 2 rails.
His positions were very good. He had those rail angles, he had the teleporter to the raid, just using everything very well.
And I guess we know why Agent picked this map now. He really knows where to hit those rails from. Again, Agent hitting these rails.
This time, Agent's gonna be getting himself that mega health.
That rocket.
Almost
direct. Clawz though.
And Clawz should be getting himself over to that red armor this time. Agent not able to go
for it.
for
doing well with the vertical flick rails there, but it is all about Agent right now.
Yeah, 3-0, not a massive lead. Even on Battleforge. I mean, we do know Battleforge can be slowed down pretty well if you know what you're doing. If you have the frag later, but we'll see.
Jim Slim, I certainly hope so.
Yeah, it would be a very nice thing to see a tiebreaker in this series. And we have no idea what the next map's gonna be, because this guy did not drop them yet.
Yep. So Clawz, you know, he's doing well stack-wise right now. He really needs a clean fight, I think. That's what he's gonna look for. Maybe try and set up a little trap using his sound well. He knows where Agent's gone. Looking to defend this red armor, and he is going to be able to get it.
Oh,
nice.
That was a very
nice
clean
rail.
pickup.
Yeah.
But Agent playing his passive here on the top level, on the balcony.
Again, that's 2 rails, unreturned damage here from Clawz. I don't know what that was about, but Clawz is able to get the next mega. He needs to rush over to red right now. He does find Agent there. Nice little rail. Ooh, misses the follow-up. Agent is very, very low, especially after that rail. Clawz should be able to get this frag, and that's exactly what Clawz needed.
Just in time for the raid as well.
Barely any damage, and got that frag, and finds Agent here off the spawn. Wow. Wow. These rails. Yeah, you can't give Clawz too many angles, because he will hit. Actually, Clawz heard Agent there, looking to cut him off here.
He's kind of trying to go around, and look at that. Tiny bit of LG and a rail. That is gonna heavily cripple Agent, but not getting the frag yet. And Agent is gonna be the one getting this red armor, and Clawz is not too happy about it, but he does realize it happened.
Yeah, nice rocket there from Clawz though. Pushes Agent through the teleporter, and Agent's gonna be able to survive a little bit longer, but his stack is really not looking that great, especially after that rail. Agent on 26 health right now. Clawz, can he find him? Agent's gonna be able to get this yellow armor. Oof, that was very, very close. Agent's still railable. Is that 50 health bubble up for Agent? Clawz surely might suspect Agent wants it. Again, missing the balcon shot there.
Very nice use of the teleporter there. What I really like about Clawz's play here is the way he moves around the map. He's just kind of trying to guess Agent's routes instead of just following, and he's just taking very unconventional paths around and very unconventional places to wait in. So I think that might be a way to be able to beat Agent here. Agent is having harder time to read Clawz, and this is a map where you have to read your opponent perfectly, and you can use the sound very well here.
Yeah, I like that little micro dodge there from Clawz as well. It's going to be able to allow him to get over to the mega. He does take a rail, but Clawz still not looking bad here. Is he going to be able to put some pressure on this yellow? Just too late.
Let's see, Clawz getting himself for that red armor area. I don't think Agent wants to make a too big of a play here. Maybe go for a rail, but it looks like that's not going to be the case. Clawz rocket jumping around, able to catch Agent, but Agent was the one with the lightning gun ready, and Clawz missing his last rail. Megas are going to be up. Agent once again a bit too late for anything.
Oh, Clawz does a rocket jump. Nice look, rocket there. It's gonna be close. Oh, but Agent with the rockets.
It's gotta be.
Frag.
That is quite impressive there. Did not expect that to happen.
Oh, sweet. There's an LG lying there for Clawz as well.
Yeah, we're here on Agent's point of view, and he's got the railgun, which is could be very important. Let's see. Agent is moving himself over to that red close rocket, but no cigar.
Clawz setting up for this yellow armor. He wants to get this cleanly.
Agent is
There we
just
go.
playing sneaky. He doesn't want to run into any sort of traps here. That is the last thing he wants.
Yeah, and I think he knows he needs to respect Clawz's rail as well. He's just been landing some good rails himself, but whoa, was that a rail hit or I'm not sure, but something hit there.
I don't
from
even
Clawz.
know. That was weird.
Oh, Clawz's LG agent took so much damage
He
there.
did not land those rockets.
Yeah.
That was the most crucial thing in that fight. He went for the damage on the Mega, but he didn't do any damage.
83 here. Clawz, meanwhile, on 250.
And he should be able to get that red armor now. Agent is just waiting on the opposite side.
Oof, Clawz needed to hit that rail, looking for another one. He does finally hit the rail, and he's going to be able to go and get this red. So not a bad fight there for Clawz. Finds Agent again.
Man,
Oh my god,
that
rail.
Agent did not expect that. And that has got to be Clawz in the lead. First time here on Battleforge. And landing that one rail off the spawn as well, just slowing down Agent's
That's gonna
recovery.
buy him some time.
Yeah, he forces Agent to play on the back foot immediately. And he's... Did not go through a teleport, I was kind of expecting that. But I guess Agent was setting up a trap there. So
What
this
a
was
good trade for Clawz. Agent is able to land another rail there though, but Clawz, that trade really worked out in his favor, and Agent's crippled right now. Agent on 89 health. Is he going to be able to get this yellow armor? Indeed, Agent does get the yellow. Clawz still with a slight stack advantage.
Yeah, he's taking surprising amount of damage though. Oh, does not run into Agent's rocket, that is an important thing. And the Mega's up, so Clawz can just drop down there, and suddenly he's looking strong once again.
Clawz needs to be careful though, nice rocket
the
from
rockets.
Agent.
Clawz is
Not
going
what
for the
Clawz
run.
needed, especially with 45 seconds. Clawz needs to hold out right now.
Getting some of that armor, shards, and a green. That is not too bad. I mean, that basically lets him tank one more extra rail.
Yeah. Ooh, Agent, wrong weapon choice there.
And
I
Clawz
like
winning
the LG
himself
switch.
that red armor. Look at that,
Yeah,
20
that might
seconds
have
remaining.
actually won him that game there, that right now. And that follow-up rail, I think that might just be a GG. Agent on 50
He's got to
health
pull off
here.
a miracle to make it happen anymore.
Ooh,
Clawz
16
even
health.
dropping down. Yeah, GG.
I think that's a GG, and this is going to be a huge win for Clawz here. Actually, maybe we shouldn't speak too soon. 7 seconds left. Is Agent going to push in? He's got no choice.
There's the chance.
Looking for the
One more
follow-up
rail would have meant to frag,
Clawz
but
using the last little bit of health to rocket jump out of there. Very nicely done.
Jesus.
And yeah, like I was saying, this is such a big win for Clawz. This was Agent's map pick.
yeah, interesting. Quite interesting.
Very nice
man.
play.
And Clawz 2-0. He's on the match point already. So that is quite nice. That is unexpected for me.
Yeah.
I was favoring Agent for this whole series in general.
Yeah, same here.
But he still got his chances. Let's not count him out by any means. And we are just gonna have to find out what this place will drop. I have no idea what the next map's gonna be. And yeah, we did have, of course, Sinister and Battleforge as the first two maps, for those who somehow missed it. And Agent is gonna... Clawz first dropping DM6 and Agent dropping T7, which are fairly understandable drops from both players. And Agent picking Silence. Agent really does like that map. And we are gonna move into that one straight away.
Yeah. No surprise there. Silence picked from Agent.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, it's going to be our second Silence game for today. If you missed the first one, please do watch that VOD.
It was
Between
amazing.
Face and Evil. That was such a sick game.
It was really amazing. I mean, we did have some cooler chat early on in the game.
Yeah.
He was talking about the balcony.
We're going to see some balcony on this map from Agent.
Maybe cooler tells Agent to use the balcony. Or maybe not. I don't know. Oh man. This is a new thing for this time. What else do we have? Cooler, thanks for Soviet. Is that Soviet? Enjoy, please translate.
Kula, thanks for the Soviets. Thanks for the Soviet Union, Kula. That's what it means. Cool. Alright guys, here we go.
Man. We are getting started in the not tiebreaking map. Match point for Clawz. Agent, are you gonna take this map? You really should. We are on Agent's point of view. Getting that yellow armor, getting rocket launcher, getting the mega, and Clawz going for the heavy damage on the item. And let's see, Agent he really does want the railgun.
Clawz in a tricky situation here. Agent actually missing a hell of a lot of damage. The Agent's still unable to hit anything.
There's some good damage from Clawz. Agent is not dealing anything.
Damage. Agent's still missing. Finally, Agent hits a rail, but Clawz hits two, and he's gonna get the first frag. That was
Agent's putting all his eggs in that one basket of the red armor.
And look at that.
A very impressive start.
This is not the kind of start Agent wanted here. He hit absolutely nothing there that first fight. Agent pushing in with the rockets here, but Clawz able to defend with that LG. And Agent very much on the back foot, up in the balcony right now. Can he do anything? Yeah, he forces Clawz out of there. Good rocket and a good rail. Finally, Agent's hitting something.
7-7 health on Clawz, but Agent not able to land that crucial rail before the red armor. And suddenly Clawz is not looking too bad anymore. Red armor does do wonders. Clawz trying to watch those entrances to the mega area, and oh, this might not be too bad for Agent.
Yeah,
he's got a good position.
From Agent, decent rails from Clawz though.
Too decent. Oh man.
Agent's on 14 health. Is he gonna stick around here? Clawz gets him through the little gap there. Nicely done. 3-0 right now. This is really not the start Agent wanted.
And you can see Clawz is kind of playing this opposite side of that top green position, making it quite hard for Agent to try and play that kind of position out of control. And looks like Clawz is going to be able to get himself to 200, and now it is getting very scary for Agent.
Agent's kind of just chilling in the yellow room right now. Nice little rail there from Agent. It's going to help him a little bit. And I like this position here from Clawz. He knew that Agent was going to come out here for that green armor and did a boat ton of LG damage.
Yeah, I don't know how Agent made it out alive, but somehow. And oh, Clawz was not able to watch that red armor properly, losing the item but dealing the damage.
The rail there.
Yeah, I gotta say, well done by Agent, seeing the opportunity when to jump across.
He did take quite a little bit of damage right there. I don't know if it was entirely the best decision. I mean, Clawz knew exactly where he was going. And,
well, at least he denied one item.
Yeah, that's true, but Clawz still very much outstacking Agent right now, and he is going to be able to get this next red. Is Agent going to do anything? No. Clawz just pushing him out of there with that LG. And Clawz should be able to get this mega health as well. Oh my god, the damage from Clawz. He's going to be able to find a frag here. Yeah, I don't know why Agent challenged for that yellow right then.
Oh man,
yeah,
Agent is just rushing right now. What is happening?
Agent, yeah, I don't know why he went straight to that yellow, straight after taking rails from Clawz. Oh, the rocket's low.
No. This is not looking too good.
6-0. I mean, you wouldn't have.
Is this for the Agent playing silence right now?
I wouldn't have thought Clawz was doing this to Agent on silence.
This is like the Agent map.
Today, I guess silence has kind of been the anti-map.
Yeah.
You know.
We can all thank Cooler for that.
Yeah.
But look at that. Clawz is taking quite a bit of damage, but he still keeps landing those rails. And now he's getting that red armor, so never mind.
As well. 4 minutes into the game, 7-0 right now for Clawz.
Take 6, yes, this is a frag movie. I don't know what's with silence, but we've had some quite high fragging games here. This time, Agent actually getting himself a red armor.
Yeah, and Clawz actually very early for this yellow. This might cost him here if Agent is around. Agent does look for the rail shots, but he's unable to land anything, and Agent's aim has really not been looking on this map. He kind of missed, you know, for a good 30 seconds at the very beginning of the game. He didn't get a single thing, but okay, you know, I take that back. That was a nice rail. And if Clawz 3-0's agent here, I'm gonna hats off to him.
Oh, but Clawz almost losing a frag there. Taking quite a bit of damage on the Mega, but he was keeping it with the LG. He made sure that Agent can't just stick around. It was still a very messy fight for both players.
Clawz was actually at the bottom there, and Agent is going to have the rockets to deal with that situation. And finally, he gets himself on the board 5 minutes into this game. It took a while. By Agent standards, that took a hell of a long time.
7-1. I mean, with base Evil, we had 8-0 at the worst. But here it was 7-0. Maybe Agent still has a chance. There's still 420 left, so nice trail there, mate. I didn't even see Clawz anymore. And let's see if he can stabilize the control at all. I mean, we could see it on Sinister. Once Agent got the control there, it started to become very scary. And let's see if it's gonna be the same situation here.
Wow. Clawz was able to fire off a rail before going down, but yeah, looks like Agent's gaining a little bit of momentum here. He's gotten that mega health. He should be able to get this red. Clawz can only hope to deal damage. Oh, very nice rails from Clawz. It's exactly what he needed to do. There was no way in hell he was going to get that red. He just needed to deal damage, and Agent's looking to push him in here. Again, Agent missing these rails.
3.5 minutes remaining, and Agent is just focusing on rebuilding his stack and just trying to not catch any extra rails. Clawz is missing a surprising amount of them, but he keeps spamming.
Yeah.
Clawz getting that red.
Oh, that LG.
Yeah, that was not good for Clawz. He took so long with the weapon switch because of the one miss rail there. Oh, what is the shotgun play?
Another shotgun blast could get him the frag there. That was very close.
Shotgun can be so effective here if you're not expecting it.
Exactly. And look at that. I mean, Agent got taken down to 50 health there. And does manage to get another frag. And actually, Agent's conversion rate right now is looking pretty decent. He's only 3 frags away from tying it up.
Clawz is trying to stop it, but it's not successful. Instead, he's just putting more steam into it.
Another nice rail. Agent's low.
Can Clawz land the last rail? Agent with the shotgun, and he's just gonna escape because there's the mega, and this is just heavily tipping things into Agent's favor again. Good rocket by Clawz. What is that?
Another good rocket.
That is some crazy stuff.
Clawz probably very low right now as well, but should have gotten that 50 health bubble, did he?
I'm
not
sure.
It up.
I don't know. The red armor's there.
Also, he used the teleporter. He's able to get the red armor. Agent's still very, very low and railable. Still railable? No, not anymore.
Yeah, never count out the Agent. Clawz is having a hard time playing out of control against him.
Yeah. And yeah, Agent went from not hitting anything to all of a sudden hitting everything, and that's scary. When Agent starts hitting, it's good.
Clawz getting himself that red armor, which is not too bad. And Agent pushing the teleporter, that might have been a mistake. Agent is left quite low. And
I like the use of the shotgun there, and very nearly got him the frag. He knew that Clawz was low. Clawz still low, mind you. Clawz only on 16 health right now. This bottom 50 is not up for him.
Oh man,
well
that
placed
rocket
there from Agent.
Actually, in the direct of the spawn. A sinker, please fix spawns.
That was a crazy comeback right now. Agent is 1 frag away from tying things up, and
it is the opposite of the battle forge.
Yeah.
Except with more frags. Who can complain?
I think Clawz just heard that Mega being picked up, so he's got a timing on it, and he's not going to be able to drop for this yellow. Looking for a rail, misses it. That would have been a crucial rail right then. And I don't think he's even going to be able to challenge for the red. But Clawz keeping up with the rail damage. That's all he can hope for right now. He does not want to give this frag away just yet. Nice rails from Clawz. He does get the red armor. 1 more rail is going to give him the frag. Yes!
Oh man, that
God,
was a clutch play.
From Clawz.
It was just who lands the hit scan first.
Yeah,
that was such a tense fight there.
Crazy.
And Clawz able to get this mega health or not?
Nah, denied.
Not getting the yellow. Agent still pushing in with the rails.
And Clawz up on the balcony right now. Man, I really like the play from Clawz there. So close.
Yeah, able to finally stop that conversion spree of Agents. It is not easy, but it's doable. And Clawz is using those defensive rails to make sure Agent has to take some extra time in order to push through.
Last 20 seconds, yeah, Agent's gonna have to push right now. He's got no other choice. 10 seconds. 12, sorry. 11, 10. Agent, you don't have time for this Mega. Nice round from Clawz. I think that's it. Even if Agent gets the frag now, it's over. And Clawz is going to take the series 3-0. Well played, sir. I was
GG.
really not expecting that.
And did Agent even call the GG?
No GG from Agent. Instantly disconnected there. He's not happy with that, especially losing Silence. I don't think he's